Yeah, no, my name's Jordan Pockett. I run On the Fly Rod Guiding Services here in Southern Ontario, and we focus mostly on steelhead and brown trout. We do a lot of walk and wades and drift boat trips. Right now we're in steelhead season. It's kind of right in the middle of the prime time. And so we're pretty much doing drift boat trips every day on the water. And we do a whole lot of guiding pretty much anywhere you can accommodate in Central Ontario. You know, we stick to kind of mostly stuff like the Big Head, the Nottawasaga, the Credit River, and that kind of gives us a lot of opportunities for people to drive to, and it's pretty accessible for most people, and it's also some of the best water to possibly guide on too. Really easy for people to read the water. The fish are nice and friendly and like to cooperate a lot of the time too. My favorite thing about guiding is seeing the people light up when they first catch a fish. You know, like I've taken anybody out, no matter what the experience level is, but for the people who haven't caught fish on the fly rod before, you know, like seeing the joy in their face is just what gives me joy. You know, like I know that I can go out and catch the fish, but when I put the rods in their hands and I can get them to do what they need to catch the fish, it just, you know, that's what it's about for me. And, you know, seeing the progression of, you know, going after like small brookies to big browns and then working your way up to steelhead and whatnot, you know, that's the fun of it all, and really seeing the progression through clients and, you know, people coming back and always enjoying the trips. You know, a perfect day for me is when you can get a client that, you know, catches a few fish. Doesn't have to be a crazy amount of fish, but they get as much knowledge as they possibly can get to go out and then do those things on their own, because I'm not always going to be there for them. So when they can go and learn everything that they need to learn and catch some fish on top of it, that's the overall experience, and that's what we aim to do. You know, it's not just about catching the fish, it's also about all the education that comes with it. For me, fly fishing is just it's a really technical way. Some people will say it's one of the hardest ways to catch fish, whether it be in a lake or a river. And for me, it's just, there's a really pristine quality of fly fishing. You know, there's a lot of things that you have to be technical with and kind of maneuver around to really make sure that, you know, you're doing all the things right and that you're presenting your fly in a way that, you know, is right for the fish and the fish wants to grab it. And so for me, when you encompass all those things and, you know, you really got to dial it in and be technical with how you present and be stealthy, you know, stalking these fish. It's almost like you're hunting, but for fish, and that's just the aspect of, you know, why it's so fantastic. If I was a fly pattern, it's got to be an Atlantic salmon, classic orange and white bomber. For me, just, you know, being on top of the water, like for me, dry fly fishing is my thing. It's what I love to do. Just seeing those big takes or the soft sips on the surface, it's the best thing. And, you know, it can be so graceful and peaceful at the same time, or it can be the nastiest thing that you've ever seen. Yeah, if you want to get a hold of me, I usually use Instagram. You can get me at On the Fly Rod on Instagram, and you can DM me and get all my information there.